It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Another delicious recipe brought to you by Salati Sugar. Always good, always sweet.
Welcome back. Undoubtedly the highlight of my day. We introduced the sweetness this morning in the form of Zola.
Such a charmer.
Do you know why I love you so much?
Why?
Because you bring not one, not two, but three roast leg of lamb. This is beautiful. I think a lot of people suddenly sat up and listened when we heard the words leg of lamb. Why is this so special today?
Well, today is actually Leg of Lamb Day, like in the world. Okay, it's an American day.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But we can celebrate too.
Well, it is. The World Championships, we know, happen in America. This looks beautiful. What do we need to create these masterpieces?
Okay, so I'm going to start with the sauce, and it's very unusual because it uses, the main ingredient is some Salati Plantation Select.
Oh, nice. That's the brown sugar, but the nice buttery flavour.
Delicious,
yeah.
yeah.
Raw, I love that.
And all we do is we're going to melt that. So it's going to give us like a caramel sauce. So we're going to dress it with a caramel sauce at the end. I know, it's profound. Okay, so we're going to start here with the lamb. So what I've got is lamb shanks. So that's like the bottom part of the leg, okay?
Sure.
So into this, I'm going to add some rosemary, fresh rosemary from our garden, in fact.
Oh, and look, just looking at the marbling in there, the
some
flavour.
chicken stock, and then I'm going to grab these shanks that have already been browned. So they've just been seasoned.
Okay.
And then browned in some olive oil. And then preheat your oven to between 160 and 180. And all you're going to do is pop these in there. Actually, you want to cover it in foil first.
All right.
And then pop these in there for about 2 hours in total. But after the first hour, take the
foil off.
The foil off and then do that. Okay.
I suppose cooking it for that long, you want to make sure that you do retain some of that moisture. You're dealing with some of the most tender meat in the business. You want to retain that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So after that, while that's going, carry on with your sauce. Okay. So the sugar will melt. So yours will melt a little more. The darker the caramel, the more bitter. Okay, so depending on how sweet you like it, that's how you do it. Then we're going to deglaze with a bit of sherry.
Okay.
Okay, you can actually, the alcohol burns off, so everyone in the family.
Cook that alcohol off, yeah.
Everyone in the family can eat it, but if you still don't want to use that, use some apple juice or something like that. Okay, some lemon juice just to cut the richness.
For the sugar content.
Exactly. Okay, so the sugar will dissolve. Don't worry about that. Okay, so then
science experiment.
Once that simmers, so obviously you won't have those little sugar bits because you would have dissolved yours. Then you're going to add some butter for a bit of richness, because you know what do I always say? More butter,
more butter, more butter.
There it is. And then lamb and mint made in heaven, so a match made in heaven rather.
Very nice.
So mix that together. Then just reduce the sauce until it's a bit thick and syrupy. So you'll see this one is a little more
those flavors
a little more viscous. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna start plating, but first I'm gonna take the lamb shanks.
All right, so these have been in there 2 hours roughly.
2 hours, and they're very tender.
180 degrees.
They're tender and juicy. And then what we've got here is a tin of butter beans. Okay.
Incidentally, very healthy, very high in protein. Oh, you're right there.
Yeah. Asbestos fingers. Okay. Then we're gonna pop the butter beans into the cooking juices, like so. You mix that.
Cool.
Okay. Wipe my hands.
Oh, guys, I wish you could smell what was coming.
Then a bit of greenery, because you know we like to keep
a little
fresh, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're going to spoon the butter beans onto the spinach. It's going to wilt the spinach nicely.
Okay.
So you do that.
I'm going to keep a little bit of that sauce there as well, just to...
A little bit of sauce is always great. And then I'm going to take this dressing over here, and we're going to dress the lamb with that.
Very nice. Let's get.
So it's going to add it, because lamb is very rich and fatty, so to have a dressing that's sort of sharp, but like this one.
You've also got nice continuity running throughout the meal. And I like the way that we've introduced the mint here, which is, normally you just go for your mint jelly, but this is a much more unconventional, beautiful way. Now, if you want to recreate this, and trust me, smelling it and tasting it through my smell, you do want to recreate this. The key word to get this recipe sent directly to your phone is Salati to 33728. That's Salati to 33728. And that's going to cost you $1.50. I know. I can hardly talk because my mouth is actually watering so much. You know that.
And the sugar adds so much flavour. The Salati sugar adds so much flavour, like a richness to the sauce. It's delicious.
All right. Well, this really is a work of art and deserves a bit of a recap now to see how we arrived at this absolute masterpiece. Take a look. Wow.
Season the lamb, then brown the shanks well. Transfer to an oven dish, then add the chicken stock and rosemary. Cover with foil and roast for 1 hour. Remove the foil, then roast for another 30 minutes. In a pan, caramelize the sugar, then deglaze the pan with sherry and lemon juice. Stir in the butter and mint. Set the lamb aside, then stir the butter beans into the cooking juices. For the full recipe, visit the Espresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to www.expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword Salati to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
Oh, Zola, collectively, our entire crew backstage, everyone's jaws just went onto the floor. No, you've done well. You have done well, sister. You've done well. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Well, there you have it, a step-by-step to create something truly wonderful in the kitchen. We love it.